Law and order must be restored. My first and highest duty as president is to defend our great country and the American people. I swore an oath to uphold the laws of our nation, and that is exactly what I will do. I am your president of law and order. There's no compassion in tolerating lawless conduct for anyone.
Donald Trump, the former president and current presidential candidate, walking into a New York courtroom after being fingerprinted and being charged with 34 felonies.
I believe in the law.
So you're a law and order guy?
Well, I mean, yeah. If we don't have rules, what you got? Chaos.
I have to ask, Donald Trump was just found guilty of fraud, $385 million.
So?
Law and order.
I'm not electing a priest.
I'm saying he did a thing that was very illegal. He owes hundreds of millions of dollars. You're a law and order guy. Does that bother you?
Well, I mean, is he the only one that's ever did that?
I didn't say he's the only one who ever did that.
Okay, I know that. That's a loaded question.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. And you know, they always say GOP, the party of law and order. But man, did that false narrative take a hit during the Orange Jackaloon's reign.
If you really value law and order, but Trump is guilty of crimes, does it bother you that Trump, your guy, did a fraud that is costing him nearly $400 million?
Well, it bothers me, but it ain't going to deter my vote, sir. I still vote for him. If he had 21 million felonies, I'm voting for him.
Davern Stifler and Jason Selvig, the hilarious duo known as the Good Liars, recently had a run-in with a real-life character straight out of a bad cowboy movie. This old-timer started spouting off about law and order like he was auditioning for a role in Gunsmoke or some other show. Come on, Festus, pull your head out. The Good Liars were on a mission to find out if these law and order MAGA folks were willing to turn a blind eye to Trump's laundry list of legal troubles.
Doesn't matter what he does, I'm going to vote for him.
It really doesn't matter what he does.
Doesn't matter what he does, and I assume a lot of this crowd can agree with me as well.
Well, what if he had a political opponent killed, like his lawyer said, that he would be immune from?
Vote for Trump.
Still voting for Trump, even if he had a political opponent killed?
I'll make it clear for you. I don't care what he does. I'm voting for Trump.
I mean, seriously, how dense do you have to be to think that a con artist like Trump is some kind of victim? It's like these people refuse to acknowledge any faults of Donald Trump. It's downright cringeworthy. In other news, Trump's lawyers are out here trying to argue before the Supreme Court that he's basically untouchable, even if he went out and offed his political opponent. Can you believe that? And there are actually folks out there who are totally cool with this.
But if a jury convicts him, would that change your opinion of him at all? Is there anything that could happen that could lose your support for him?
Not at all. Not anything that they're trying to bring up. No.
So if he goes to jail, still president in jail is fine with you?
Absolutely.
Would you rather have Donald Trump in jail as president or Joe Biden in the Oval Office?
I will take Donald Trump anywhere. Jail, it doesn't matter. I will absolutely take him over Biden any day.
Would you rather have a President Trump in jail or a President Biden in the White House?
Put him in San Quentin, I'd still be for him rather than Biden.
Would you rather have Trump in prison as president or Biden in the Oval Office?
Biden in the Oval Office would never be my choice. So if it was a dog being president, I would probably pick the dog.
There are 91 federal and state indictments against him. If he's found guilty by a jury in any of those, what do you think should happen to him? Should he be allowed to serve as president? Should he be allowed to run? And would you still support him if he's convicted by juries?
I'd vote for Trump if he's sitting in a prison cell. Period.
These are the so-called Trump faithful folks. They're like the underbelly of society, whining about the economy while dropping loads of cash on ridiculously overpriced Trump gear just to deck themselves out from head to toe. Complete insanity, if you ask me. So when talking about Trump supporters, it seems like there are mainly two types. The rich ones, who got even richer under Trump, and then there are the die-hard fans, who, let's face it, might not be the sharpest tools in the shed. So here we are, diving into the world of MAGA. It's like a cocktail of dumb decisions, stubbornness, and a whole lot of being dead wrong about pretty much everything. Despite the absurdity of their beliefs and the blatant contradictions in their actions, the Trump faithful cling to their misguided notions like a drowning man to a life raft. From the absurd arguments of Trump's lawyers to the disturbing endorsements of violence by his supporters, the narrative of MAGA unfolds like a tragic comedy, where the punchline is always the same: dumb, arrogant, and wrong about everything. And until the day comes when the scales fall from their eyes and they see the truth for what it is, MAGA will continue to be synonymous with ignorance. Ignorance of the highest order. And that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.